Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and today I'm going to be doing a video that was inspired by a user Horror Metal, and this video is going to be for my list of the horror remakes that I absolutely hate. These films that I mentioned are either just complete garbage, watered down crap, shot for shot garbage, and movies that just absolutely insult the original movie they're based off of. Like, there's 11 of these guys. Like, there's rare times when a horror remake can be good, but there's also pretty much any time a horror remake ends up sucking. Big time. Horror remakes just suck in general, guys, because they're just made for a quick buck. The directors clearly don't know anything about the bloody original movies they're based off of. A lot of these on this list are going to be like that. So yeah, but anyway, here we go. So, before I start this off, I want to select a few dishonorable mentions. So, dishonorable mention number 1. And I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for putting this on there. Halloween 2007. I have mentioned in my review many reasons. Now, it may be dishonorable mention, but I don't think it's as terrible as most people call it. It's still at least better than its much freaking worse 2009 sequel. Oh my god. AKA probably the most insulting Halloween movie of all time. This one is just an unnecessary reboot that just over-relies on vulgar profanity, constantly tries to be shockingly graphic, overuse of nudity. We gotta have nudity in there. Because then again, this is directed by Rob Zombie, who should have did something like Texas Chainsaw or Friday the 13th, because I said Friday the 13th because since Rob Zombie clearly likes putting loads and loads of gratuitous nudity in his films, like Friday the 13th always has loads of nudity in it. He should remade. That's why I suggested wish he remade either Texas Chainsaw or Friday the 13th instead. But no, he went and touched one of the second greatest horror movie in cinema, and that was John Carpenter's Halloween. Gave Michael too much backstory, gave him a trailer trash family. Apparently, Rob thinks Haddonfield is full of trailer trash people. For some reason, Dr. Loomis, Malcolm Dallas Porn's Dr. Loomis was good, but they made Dr. Loomis a total asshole in both these movies. Well, he's not as bad as, let's say, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. He's freaking worse in that movie. But, I don't know. But there's still some good qualities. I mean, at least he still has the John Carpenter theme. I mean, and at least the kills are at least brutal. At least they don't make Michael Myers a pussy like in Halloween Resurrection. But, yeah. I don't consider it a good remake, and yeah, it's a dishonorable mention. But it's better compared to the rest of the ones I'm going to mention. Next, dishonorable mention. Vanishing, 1993. Just a stupid, watered-down, Americanized, shot-for-shot copy of the 1988 Dutch film. The 1988 Dutch film's a masterpiece, and another stupid thing it does is it gives this version a happy ending. Because for those of you who don't know about this movie, the original 1988 Dutch movie did not have a happy ending. It had one of the scariest endings in a horror movie. It had probably the second best plot twist behind Saw. Here, they're like, okay, no, we're gonna ruin that vision, we're gonna give it a happy ending. Boom. Yeah, basically just a crap American version of a foreign movie that should have just stayed a foreign movie, giving a happy ending, and then, yeah, next dishonorable mention. The Thing 2011. Okay, this is technically a prequel, but since it has the same title as the 1982 one, I'm still counting it as a remake, but just a lazy prequel or soft reboot made for a quick buck. That's all I'm going to say about it. Hitcher, 2007. Same reason as in 2011, like most remakes, just made for a quick buck and that's it. The Eye, 2008. Oh my god. There's gonna be 2 other 2008 movies on this list because 2008 was such a crap year for horror movies. I'm gonna say that. God. Now, what's this one like Vanishing 1993? Just another watered-down Americanized remake of a Japanese horror film. Since one of those ever good, maybe like The Ring was passable, but that was about it. But okay, let's get on with the real list now. At number 11, Quarantine, 2008. No, not our Quarantine. There's this, this Quarantine is based off the 2007 Spanish found footage film Record. Like with Vanishing at Night, another watered-down, Americanized, shot-for-shot reboot of a great Spanish horror movie. Like, the original movie Record is a masterpiece. It's fucking scary as hell. I've never had a found footage horror movie scare me that much, like, ever. Not really a fan of found footage movies, but Record's probably the only one I really like. Yes, guys, I'm not a fan of Blair Witch Project either. I find Record a better movie than that film. But then Sony, in 2008, a year after, said, no, let's just make this movie again, sell it in America. Oh my god, this is absolutely stupid. Like, it's just a stupid, near total, frame-by-frame remake of Record, despite its producer Sergio Aguero openly denying it. This is the most common complaint among critics in the audience. Oh my god. Let me rephrase this. 2008 was probably the worst frickin' year for horror movies. There were hardly any good horror movies came out that year. Almost every horror movie was crap. This one, and another one I'm about to mention included. And same with The Eye. Oh my god. It was a good year for other movies, but for horror, oh god, it was a nightmare for horror movies that year. This unnecessary padding to extend the movie's length at the beginning. God. Large amounts of exposition. The producer tried to even deny that Quarantine was a rip-off of Record, and it literally backfired so bad because the directors of the Spanish movie literally proved it and released their film in America to prove this was just a copy. And, this does so many things wrong. Here's a checklist for the first part. Okay, the cameraman, we're gonna reveal his face in the beginning, and, when he change his name, we're gonna reveal him in the very beginning, we're gonna reveal him throughout the movie. Check. The fireman. We're gonna make them just teen popcorn slasher, immature characters that just wanna get laid with the main reporter girl in this movie. Check. And now for the iconic moments. The movie's iconic moments are so predictable if you've watched Record, because they're just similar. And here's this checklist for this. Okay, we're gonna have the jump scare where the fireman falls down the stairs and dies, falling splat on the floor. Check. We're gonna have the little girl infecting her mom and then running up the stairs, and they go try to stop her. Check. What else we're gonna have? Oof. It's kind of a hard one to say. Oh, we're gonna have the infected old lady the first scare of the movie. Check. We're gonna have the boy in the attic scene, which was such freaking crap in this version. Check. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna have the night vision sequence. We're gonna show the monster halfway through, and we're gonna make the monster's entrance freaking terrible. Of course, we're just gonna we're gonna make the monster look horrible. We're still gonna have that anything with the monster searching the apartment for the night vision sequence. Check. And final thing, we're gonna reveal the ending in the poster trailer, and just ruin our movie. Just gonna reveal the whole final shot as our promotional material, aka final scare of the movie, and finally, check. That's, god, such garbage. Yeah, they revealed the frickin' ending of this movie. I kid you not. I'm not even gonna show the DVD cover because it's so spoilery. But now that one's done. Number 10, Black Christmas, the 2019 one. You're still mentioning, what? But the 2006 one was bad. Why did you put that on a list? Guys, I prefer the original movie, but the Black Christmas 2006 remake was frickin' Empire Strikes Back compared to this. This is not Black Christmas. This is just woke propaganda made by Blumhouse. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not even related to Black Christmas at all. All it is a woke comedy crapfest just to promote propagandas. Like with Quarantine, trailers for most of the movie, and another thing, it's yet another stupid, watered-down PG-13 mess. Oh my god, there are so many PG-13 slasher remakes, and they're never good. When are Hollywood gonna freaking realize that? Okay. And number 9. Oh, this is an obvious one. Prom Night, 2008. Like a lot of them, it's just a PG-13 slasher remake. It tries to claim a slasher film, but it's just a PG-13 crap fest. Just cliched horror elements, and once again it came out in 2008. So much stupid characters, too many plot holes, boring kills, bad script, characters are so flat, it has nothing to even do with the 1980 prom night, so in short, this shouldn't even be called prom night at all. The only redeeming quality is Idris Elba's acting. Poor Idris Elba. Love Idris Elba, and he gets thrown into so much shit. He's in a lot of shit movies. I kid you not. Okay, number 8. Poltergeist, 2015. Oh god. I think of all the ones I'm mentioning, this is probably the only movie I saw in the theaters. And I was so close to just stomping out of the theater pissed. God, I was so pissed leaving the theater. I regret going to see this movie in theaters. I should have saw Mad Max Fury Road, but thankfully, a week after this movie, I went and saw Mad Max Fury Road. It redeemed my theater-going experience. Oh my god, like... Now, the original 1982 version isn't a great horror movie, I mean, but at least it still tried to be scary. This one is barely scary at all. It's just another stupid PG-13 crap. Plot is just rehashing the whole Poltergeist trilogy, an abrupt ending, just cheap jump scares, make the clown look like crap, just put everything from the original in this, all make it look garbage. Too much CGI. Okay, next up. Number 7, When a Stranger Calls, 2006. Like with Prom Night. Just a watered down PG-13 crapfest that's literally just feels like one whole scene padded into an 80 or 90 minute film. That's what it is. God. And number 6, oh, The Omen, 2006. My god. Once again, just another copy and paste rehash of the original movie with some bad acting, especially from actors like Liev Schreiber. Come on, dude, Liev Schreiber, I love you and other stuff, but you choose to play in this movie? Just why? It's not even remotely as scary as the original 1976 movie. The 1976 movie is a masterpiece. A bunch of scenes just drag on for quite some time. There's poor special effects, especially for death scenes like the priest stuff in the original. In the original, it's iconic. In this movie, the priest stuff looks like crap. Where he gets impaled by the pole. The poster's not even creepy, it looks lame. Poor direction by John Moore, the man who would direct crap movies like Max Payne 2008, a disgrace to a video game series. Oh, and then he went and killed Die Hard with Good Day to Die Hard, which should have been called Good Day to Die. Oh my god. See, this movie sucks. I hate it. Avoid it. Oh, and then, of course, number 5 would have to be The Fog. 2005. Yet another John Carpenter remake. Except this one's freaking worse than Halloween 2007. Halloween 2007 at least has redeeming qualities. This doesn't even have any. Characters suck. Special effects suck. Just go watch the John Carpenter movie. That's all I'm gonna say. What else have I got? Oh, number 5. Oh, number 4. This is a pretty obvious one. A Nightmare on Elm Street, 2010. That was pretty obvious making this list. That's any obvious making any worse remake list. It's just, this movie. Do you think Freddy's Dead's terrible? Just wait till you see this frickin' crap. This has nothing to do with the original at all. It barely had Wes Craven's involvement. Here's why. Freddy is just out of character. I get they tried to make him more serious, which at least they tried to do, but instead they just made him way too humorless and dull. They just made him way too out of character, and whenever they do give him a joke, it's not funny at all. And now they changed him from a molester. He was a molester in the original guys, but more like a child killer, but this time he's a pedophile. Oh god. Who molests kids instead. Which is just disgusting. I didn't even want to know that about Freddy Krueger at all. And annoys the audience by acting too sexual towards Nancy. The acting even sucks. Like, Rooney Mara sucks in this movie. She's better in Girls Dragons 2, but she is just crap in this movie. I think even she would agree with me if she saw this, because she hated doing this movie so much, she almost quit acting until David Fincher came in and saved her career. Thank goodness for David Fincher at that moment. The deaths all suck, a reliance on jump scares, and they try too hard to one up the original with its recreation of some of the more iconic scenes, like Freddy coming out of the wall. That was just garbage. The original movie did that freaking better. Okay, the Tina death. That was done crappily. We're okay. And, the prison kill. Yeah, we're gonna put the prison kill in the movie. We're gonna make the prison kill absolute garbage. Even though the original did it much more disturbingly better. So many plot holes. The ending even sucks too. The ending the original kind of somewhat ends on that note. How they did in the original made sense. Here it's just random, just try to get a cheap scare out of the audience. God, it was even so bad, even Robert Englund himself hates this bloody remake. And even took a picture of himself holding a cover that read, 2010 remake sucks. You already know your movie's so bad, but even the actor from the original movies even hates your own remake. That's when you know you've really screwed up. Alright, number 3, Cabin Fever, 2016. Now I say anything more about this one. Just, once again, another recreation rehash of the original movie. Just another carbon copy remake. Another cliched plot. Oh my god. Terrible acting. Like, the first one was an okay movie. It wasn't really a masterpiece, but it was a fun guilty pleasure. Like, a good little zombie flick. By all means. But this one just sucks. This movie's just boring. Nothing great even happens in it. They make Jeff actually get himself sick in this version, who drinks the infected water. In the original movie, Jeff actually freaking left. He never got infected, but then he came back and he got killed. But here he just gets himself infected, thus justifying his death in this one. God, it's just... And it was so pointless, because the Cabin Fever 2002 isn't even that old. So what's the point of even remaking this? It was just made for a quick buck. Okay, second place. Oh, I think I've mentioned this one so many times. The Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage. Just an unintentionally, hilariously bad disgrace to the original movie. The original 1973 movie rocks. This one does not. Such horrible acting, laughable dialogue, or like, how to get bird. How to get bird! How to get bird! How to get bird! If you watch this movie as a comedy, you'll appreciate it, but if you're trying to watch this as a horror remake, you're gonna hate it. Just, like, it's better if you just watch this movie as a comedy. Comedy where Nicolas Cage just beats up villagers, but as a remake of a horror film, it's garbage. Like, the awful plot. The plot twists are so obvious in this version. Too much sexism, failed attempt at scares, horrible acting from Nicolas Cage. Like, Nicolas Cage used to be in Oscar movies, and he gets thrown in this shit. Oh my god. And now, for the number 1 worst remake. The one that disgraces an original iconic movie in every way. The one that ruined the original for many people, and I think you can all guess what that is. Yes, it is Psycho, 1998, directed by Gus Van Sant. Alfred Hitchcock would be rolling in his grave after seeing this in-color disgraceful abomination. So many things sucks in this movie, like Vince Vaughn, horrible casting choice for someone like Norman Bates. Like, the only way it would look even more obvious is that if someone else like Paul Rudd was playing Norman Bates instead of Vaughn, honestly, I kind of wish they got... Honestly, Paul Rudd should have played Norman Bates. If they really wanted the comedic actor, they should have got him to do it. Probably would have been... Maybe it wouldn't have changed much, but it probably still would have been a better choice. Since he looks a little more like Norman Bates, not even scary at all like the original 1960 iconic masterpiece, just more like a parody movie. Oh my god, and of course, another checklist. Oh, we're gonna have a shower emergency. Check. Except we're gonna make it so bad, like, have the screen be delayed, delay the violent cue, just add in just random gore, and have Marion saying what after getting stabbed a few times. Cutting to cloudy skies between stabs. Vince Vaughn even makes Norman Bates look obvious that he's messed up, while Anthony Perkins made Norman Bates look innocent until it was revealed he was disturbed. With Vince Vaughn, you can already tell he's just disturbed. And when Miss Bates's corpse is discovered, a spider comes out of her mouth. It's not even scary, just disgusting, really. Didn't even need to see that. And it's just also a shot-for-shot garbage fest. Recreates the whole thing. It's just the movie in color with a 90s setting. Just the original movie in color, really. That's all it really is. And there we go. That's my list for all the top worst remakes. That was 11 of them. So I want to know in the comments, what do you think are your most hated horror remakes? In the comment section below. And that will be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you like this and want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.